CoverSure has this very fun, refreshing perspective towards insurance.
But we are very different in the sense we don't want to focus on just selling. We decided to build a very strong relationship with the customers, very relationship driven approach, and that's what you'll experience once you have CoverSure. You come to CoverSure, in a flash you will have your portfolio ready. You will exactly know what is not covered in your insurance. You will know through one of the best risk management tools in this country what is the ideal coverage that you should have. Insurance actually has not been largely accepted to sit in form of an app. Do you know what is not covered in your insurance? How confident are you that your family is aware of the insurance? And we are making it far more kind of easier,
convenient.
Sharper. We have a pretty large people who come with deep insurance experience. We have a humanistic approach to this entire machine learning as well.
Hi Saurabh.
Hi Sanya.
I am loving your outfit. You are killing it. What do we call it as? You ate the outfit. But tell me one thing. Like in the insurance world, the boring insurance world, you are ditching the suit and tie and you are here all fresh, casual. How is that aligning with what you're doing with CoverSure?
Right, okay. So first of all, this is really my comfort clothing.
Okay.
For the longest period of time, I used to be in pinstripe suits and extremely formal clothing, but that was not really me. Right? This is who I am, and I feel for several reasons it just resonates with what we are doing at CoverSure, and all of us are kind of dressed like that. We are neither very casual nor we are very formal. We are somewhere in the between, but we are somewhere sort of very comfortable, not just in what we are wearing, but what we are doing. And we believe that just got perfect alignment with the customers as well.
Great. I see your passion shine through CoverSure. So we are diving deep into this. But tell me, do you agree that CoverSure is not just an app, it's a mission?
100%. So, okay, let me actually take you to perhaps where we started from, and perhaps where most of the players in the industry are. Whenever somebody talks of insurance, people are saying insurance is about selling. And when we started off with CoverSure, in the first few weeks or months, we were also on the same track. We used to focus on, talking to the customers from the perspective of selling. But we sort of realized that the best delight that either customers were getting, and from their delight, the energies that we were getting, right, which set us on this mission of CoverSure, was actually just focusing on what their needs are, right? Remaining unbiased, talking to them about what exactly is the pain point for them. So yes, you're right. I mean, it is absolutely a mission, but we are very different in the sense we don't want to focus on just selling. And it's kind of painful when I look at it from the customer's side, and we wanted to be different.
So Saurabh, tell me, how did all this started? How did this kick started from the very beginning, from your previous venture to CoverSure?
Right. So, early on in our life cycle, we realized that, it's a very long game. Contrary to a lot of business models rather in insurance, which have been built precisely on, just focusing on revenue, just focusing on business pretty much from the first month, we decided that's not the path that we want to take. We decided to build a very strong relationship with the customers by basically telling them about their insurance, pointing them to look at insurance not as something that can just come to them, in the situations of claims or, those situations that nobody wants to have in their lives, but at times when, when times are good, you take a wise decision on having a right insurance and basically stay engaged with it. Use it for things beyond claims.
Right.
So yeah, I think that was pretty much the foundation, and there's a lot more to sort of the foundation, but that was kind of customer centricity was pretty much at the core.
Great. I remember meeting Saurabh, and for the very first time, when I knew that he started his own venture, that's CoverSure, and what the only thought I had was it's very innovative. I've never heard anything, like if we are talking about application of insurances, I've never heard anything as such in my life. So I think that's very innovative, and kudos to you.
Well, thank you. No, you're right. Absolutely. Insurance actually has not been largely accepted to sit in form of an app, right, for consumers at large. We see that for, especially over the last few years, we've seen that for shares, mutual funds, bank accounts. I mean, n number of use cases in the financial services domain that people have moved over to an app-first approach. But when it came to insurance, I mean, some of the biggest players in India, still don't have a very large user base. And I mean, for a country like India, it just points us to a very, very serious gap. And that's what we decided, that a transactional approach is not going to be able to get us there, and hence a very relationship driven approach, and that's what you'll experience once you have CoverSure.
Great.
Tell me, what do you think of insurance, Sanya?
Boring.
Okay, let's play a game. Okay. And this is something which is very, very not just something that we have played many times over, but this is the bedrock of CoverSure.
Okay.
Let's say you are given 10 minutes. Get all of your insurance together.
Within 10 minutes.
Yeah. Or take 20.
मतलब phone में या फिर we can.
However, just get your insurance together.
I don't think so. It will be happening in those 10 minutes. It might take an hour or so.
If I were to ask you the same thing about your mutual funds, shares, your bank accounts, you'll say, damn, like this in a minute, right?
Gmail, email.
Yeah. But in case of insurance, most of the people have said no. All right, let's move to the second part.
Okay.
Do you know what is not covered in your insurance? All right. The reason I ask you not covered is because when somebody says health insurance, people say, all right, I have a health insurance for 10 lakhs, right? Okay. But within 10 lakhs, there are several layers of things which are not covered. So it's important to know, amongst the big picture, do you know what is not covered in your insurance? All right, let's move on. Your face gave me the answer. Okay, fine. Okay. How confident are you that the insurances that you have, now that let's assume you know what insurances you have, how confident are you that the ones that you have cover you adequately and your family?
My face is like enough answer for you.
Right, yes, I get it. All right, let me ask you another thing, and think about this as a customer. Right, 99% of the insurance-related decisions in India, perhaps maybe even in the world, are taken by male of the house. How confident are you that your family is aware of the insurance?
I don't think so. My nanny or my grandparents are aware of this. Yeah. Either if I have the insurance or my mom does. Mm-hmm. I still don't know if I am aware of all the insurances that my mom has.
So look, these four are the very fundamental issues that Indian customers are still grappling with. And then on top of this, if we actually burden them up just by pushing, we're not going to be able to get them to ever believe in insurance, right? And that's where CoverSure is very, very different. You come to CoverSure, in a flash, you will have your portfolio ready. You will exactly know what is not covered in your insurance. You will know through one of the best risk management tools in this country what is the ideal coverage that you should have. And bingo, in 10 minutes, once your portfolio is built, your family would know.
Is it that easy?
It is.
It is?
Yes, it is. And we are making it far more kind of easier,
convenient.
Sharper. We are basically deploying a lot of data intelligence. We have a pretty large people who come with deep insurance experience. We have a humanistic approach to this entire machine learning as well.
Okay.
And that's where I believe we're trying to do things very, very differently. Like I said, it's a long tail. I'm just also kind of anticipating one more question that we often get asked about this interesting challenge. How are you going to make money?
People always ask about how are you going to make money?
Yes. So, insurance, like I said at the very beginning, insurance is a long game. Yeah. If we are able to win the trust of people, if we are able to serve them right, without actually spamming them, pushing them, necessarily selling them what ideally people want to sell. Instead of understanding their needs and then catering to those needs, businesses can't be built for long on that. And hence our approach is very, very different. Again, it's a long tail, but once we have that trust of the customer, we are very, very confident that we'll be able to build business and revenue on top of that.
Great. Also, I would like to add, Saurabh, as I said, insurance is really very boring. It's just not me. We, at some point, everyone felt that insurance बहुत boring है. Insurance के बारे में कोई बात नहीं करता. Even I don't talk about insurance. So, I just wanted to add, CoverSure has this very fun, refreshing perspective towards insurance, and which I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's very, very casual, but I'm loving it. I've never heard insurance being so fun, insurance being very having that path to innovation.
Yeah. I'll tell you a very interesting story. We were actually at an interesting event wherein there was this man in his I would say mid-40s from one of the small towns in India. He was interacting with us, and he downloaded the CoverSure app, and in a few minutes he actually came across 7 policies which he didn't kind of remember exactly he had. So immediately in a few minutes he had his portfolio in front of him. He just got awestruck with all of them in front of him on a single screen. And the biggest delight was in 10 minutes his wife called him and he said, in Marathi she said, that you have got so many policies. I love the fact that you care so much about us. And that was the delight that we kind of got. It felt so nice that, as a mission, as a purpose of what we want to do, we felt achieved. We did not make any money on that, but there was this massive sense of satisfaction. And we keep getting these kind of customer delights every now and then from the users at CoverSure.
Great. It was really, really insight-loaded conversation with you, Saurabh.
Right.
It was amazing. I hope we are doing it really very soon again.
Yes,
I hope so.
I loved it too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
There will be more coffee this time and more water for me.
Thank you. Right.
But Saurabh, thank you so much for having this amazing, very refreshing conversation about insurance and with CoverSure. I would like you to end this.
Well, thank you. Come and experience CoverSure. Insurance is not all that boring. Insurance can be fun. Believe me, you can use insurance way beyond claims. CoverSure, maximize your insurance.
Download CoverSure app now.
Let's do it.